So, so so okay, how he is extracting convert? Okay, come down, come a little bit. Okay. 1 second. One example: input source convert, convert. How he is extracting that example output 101. Okay, so we can remove how he is removing alphabets. That's what I am thinking. Output 101, output Ravi. Okay. In the first example only, he is convert 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, okay. That is okay. And in the next convert of convert of I'm just understanding it. Give me some time. Okay, you guys also can. First, when see he uses two substrings also, two convert function. First, we need to understand how the inner convert function will work. So inner convert function will nullify all the numerics. Okay. Once he nullify all the numerics, it will be written as Raghu only. Okay. After that, again, how?
So in the first convert, it would be here. It would be Raghu. Is comparing Raghu with 101 Raghu. So the output would be 101.
Second. So what is the output for inner function? Inner function?
Raghu.
Raghu.
Okay.
It is eliminating all the numerics.
Yeah.
Again, Raghu, comma.
Raghu, comma, again 101 Raghu. First, in the inner function is returning Raghu.
Yes, correct.
And then again it is replacing like 101 Raghu.
Yeah.
Even if we take this as convert 1, we can put convert 1 in here so that we won't be confused actually.
Yeah. Okay. Do it now. Implement it. If we confuse also, we can step by step, we can get the output, then we can apply it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can use already existing file or job. He is just appended. Okay, let's do in this way then today. First, then go to Excel. We will implement this today. Okay.
Okay.
Say small kind. Let's go to Excel. We will okay. Add one new sheet. Name it as scenarios. SCENARIO. Oh, yes. Scenarios. So, now I want to implement in two jobs or one job. Okay. First, employee ID. Write it. Employee ID. Employee name. Okay. And in the column E, write it as output. Okay. And in column G, again employee ID, employee name. Okay. Write down in data. Write down some random data.
Yeah.
Yeah. 25. And in this output column, append this both 25 with any. And again in employee ID, again I want the same output as it is. 25 with any. Yeah. Append it and separate it.
Yeah.
Create two jobs and use sequences. We can copy paste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Copy the same data and use it in the first job. Maybe without sequencers also we can do it, but I want you to practice sequencers. That is the reason I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah.
Employee ID, employee name.
Should I copy this?
Yeah, you can copy and paste it in Notepad. No, not. Yeah. Copy the whole thing. Yeah. Let's do it fast.
Why is the column name imp ID for both?
Yeah, I will tell you.
Okay.
EMP ID. Yeah. Convert source one. Yeah. Paste. You already copied, right? You just paste it. Yeah. Put commas in between. No. Create a fresh job then. Don't. This will be simple. Open. Close it. Close it. You want to use parameters, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, yeah, another file. Or you can use dataset actually. You can use the dataset. Use the dataset. So in this scenarios only, we are going to use the datasets. Okay. Between as an intermediary stage. No, you need to write the columns, right? Did you, yeah. Did you get the file name?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now you can check the view data once. Even though you parameterized it, you haven't added the parameter in that environmental variable. You have to add it in the job, right? Otherwise, it will not come.
I just added it.
Oh, okay. Okay. It is the value. Okay. You already added in the job, huh?
Just before I added.
Okay. I haven't seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how you are going to append this both values? I want to append employee ID and employee name. How you are going to do that?
Concat.
Yeah, create a stage variable, or even you can do it directly in derivation also.
Yeah.
Insert new column. Okay, and go to derivation. Yeah, name append. You can mention it as name append. Okay. Now, yeah, you can directly define here. Yeah, write down that logic. Just employee ID concatenate employee name. You can just shift. Yeah, that is also fine. Or you can just shift column also. Is a handy way. Yeah, again input column, employee name. Yeah. And also for the reference, just drag and drop what are the original values so that you can easily understand. Map the both the columns to the output.
Here it is mapped already.
Again map it again to a different column. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, drag it to the down. Yes, you became pro. Okay, click OK. Now go to dataset and give the path. Plan. Okay. Convert output.txt. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Hey Vijay. Vijay, can you hear me? Vijay? Actually, Vijay is my colleague. He wants little bit introduction about. Okay, I think he's.
Yeah, I'm muted, Sudhir. That's
Okay.
fine. Go ahead. Yeah.
Today you asked me about the parameters and all, how we are going to use it, right?
Okay. Okay.
I just want you to show how this is the, then can you show that parameter? Any parameter? Parameters. So these are the environmental variables, Vijay. So we are going to define that will show as a symbol dollar. If you want to, first we need to define the value of environmental variable in admin client, and then we need to add that particular environment variable to the job. If you click on add environment variable, you are able to see what are all the environmental variables available in the project. Yeah, I just want you to show that.
Oh, that is added in admin client, right? First.
Yeah, once
Okay.
you added in admin client, you are able
Then
to add here. Udani, can you click on add environment variable and show it? Yeah, these are the under user defined. If you see source path, output path. So we already assigned a value to the environmental variables. Okay. Now we need to call those environmental variables to our job. Click on that. Add anything. Anyway, no issues. You can delete that. Udani, add one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works. You can delete it. And other than that, Vijay, we can add individual parameters and parameter sets also. These are the parameter sets. Okay. If you click on any parameter set, there are multiple parameters will be added in a parameter set. Okay. Now you can use this parameter set in our job wherever we need. Actually, we have made a separate video for especially for these parameters and environmental variables. You can go through it when you have find time. Okay. Yeah, let's proceed with any. Click OK. Yeah, you can run the job.
We are done.
Can you show that Excel once, Udayini? I will show you to the Vijay what we are going to do. Vijay, actually we are going to crack a scenario that we had recently in one of the interview. So the input is like in the column A and B. The output should be like it will append both, and we need to separate it back. Okay, that's the scenario. Okay.
Sudhir, can you please tell me why it is emp ID for both the columns?
1 second. Hey, then can you change the name? Sunita got confused.
Okay.
Now we need to append it, and again we need to separate both. Okay. Okay, let's proceed. Compile and run it. Now you can view the data. Yeah, we got the output, right? Now we finished half of it, and again. Everybody is clear, right? What we have done so far. Okay. Let's proceed with another job. Continuation of this. Actually, we can do it in the same job, but I want you to show how sequencers we are going to use, how data sets we are going to use. Okay. Now create another job, Udayini. Okay, copy the dataset with the link. No, already copy the dataset from the previous job. Actually, it's a shortcut basically. You copy the dataset including the link. And I want with the link. Please copy with the link.
Is it possible?
Yeah, it is possible. You have to select it first.
Yeah, I did select this.
No, you have to drag it. Don't drag the, don't select the data set. Put your mouse outside. Yeah, wait. Go to the job. Where is the job? Yeah, okay. You need to, how, we will crop the picture, right? Like we need to select, yeah. Yes, exactly. Control C.
It's only selecting
No,
the
no,
data set.
okay, try again. Crop it again. Yes, yeah. That's fine. Copy it. Now Control C. It won't show as selected, but it will be copied.
Okay.
Control V. See. 1 second. Put another data set in front of that link source. Actually, it's a shortcut. In direct, I'm telling you it's a shortcut, but ideally, we have to do it in a different way. Okay. Now go to the target data set. Click there. Copy the whole thing. Copy the whole path. Control C. Yeah, cancel it. Go to the source dataset. Click on file. Paste it. You know why I done it? Because I want the column names. Okay. Now, okay. See, all the column names are here now. If you do not copy paste it, you have to write it manually. That is the reason I asked you to copy.
Should I give it as VCAT?
Yeah, anything is
It's
fine.
just
Yeah, give it as varchar. Yeah, okay. Remove the dataset now in the target. Remove it. Remove the target dataset. Yeah, you can keep it. Yeah, again, pull one transformer. Okay. No, it is not properly connected.
yeah.
Okay. Now we need to apply the logic. You can do it in stage variables or you can do it in derivation also. You can use stage variable. Yeah. So go to convert, or actually you can copy paste the whole logic from your Google Chrome, or you can write it here. Okay, try to write down first. Okay, convert of, use convert function in functions. Go to convert, scroll down. Yeah, go to string.
Conversion as string. convert, yeah.
Yeah, convert. Yeah, 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, give here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 9. You just write. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 9, comma.
Yeah.
Okay. And to list, give double quotes. Just yeah, that's all. And in the expression input column. Yes. No. Okay. 1 second. Now what will happen? Whenever there is a number in the string, it is going to nullify it and it will bring only the characters. Okay. Name the
Udayani, in the convert function, the numerics 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that one also given double quotes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Is it right?
Yeah. For numbers, we may or may not need to give. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, maybe due to you need to okay. And this is for you name that stage variable. Remove remove numbers. Remove numbers. Remove numbers. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Click OK. And again, now we need to remove characters. Create another stage variable.
Now we can directly do it here, right?
Yeah, we can do
In
it
derivations.
here as well. Yeah.
Sudhir, hello.
Yeah, Sunita.
Yeah, I mean, may I know what language is this? What language we are using this?
See, this is the predefined functions. We are learning how these functions will work.
Okay.
We need
So
to learn.
is it separate course like SQL or
No,
is it?
no. See, it's a simple function. See, what it is doing is that convert function. When what you are telling Datastage is whenever you see any numbers, name it with null. Okay, that's what you are telling it.
Okay.
You got it? See, I will tell you. Okay, first you complete it. I will explain you step by step. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You want to call stage variable here?
Okay. Convert of.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to stage variables. Click stage variables. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, convert of numbers, comma, yeah, colon, again, AMP.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. Now call that stage variable also to derivation. Call the first stage variable also to the derivation. You just insert a new column. Yeah. Remove numbers.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's all. You can 1 second. Yeah. These 3 columns are enough. And okay, that's fine. Okay, click OK. And then compile it. First, yeah. Yeah, we got it right. Remove numbers. Yeah, that's working fine. Remove characters. That is working fine. Very good. So we achieved it finally. Everyone understand what we have done? Anybody have any doubts? Okay. Udaini, now call these two jobs in a sequencer. Open sequencer. Close all these parallel jobs and open a sequencer job. Create a new sequencer. One second. Cancel it. I'll click on jobs. No,
In jobs only you will
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to sequencers. Okay. Pull two job activity stages. Go to palette. Click on sequence. No. Come down. No. Come down completely. Click on sequence job activity. Click job activity. Yeah, pull it. And one more. And now give one input link to give. Okay. Now call that parallel job. First parallel job. Scenario 1. Job. Yeah. Browse for it. Okay. Click insert parameter. Already you called it, right? No.
No, not here actually.
Okay. Click OK. Click OK. Go to properties. Add those two variables into the sequencer job.
Yeah.
We have to, if you are using environmental variables in any parallel job, you need to call it to the sequencer as well. Okay. You already called the job. Okay. Now click on insert parameter. No. Click on insert parameter then. Yeah. Output path. Output. Yeah. First one. Yeah. Double click. Yeah. Now source path. No. First you need to select. Click OK. And again. Call the scenario 2. Okay. Now save the sequencer. Actually, in real time, we have to give naming convention to every job activity, to every link. Okay. Now, Udayini, we already ran both the jobs, right? Okay. Just come, if you want, go to that input file and change all the data what we have given. No, go to your desktop and change the input data, or you can add some data. Then you can see the difference. Yeah. Change the input data.
I can add an extra data.
Add. Yeah, just add 2 records. Sunita, you understand why we are doing, what is the scenario?
I understood the scenario, but do I have to learn the language specially because there are so many?
No. See, in the transformer, there are a couple of options. We need to learn how these options will work. Okay.
Okay.
Compile the sequencer. So you can. So the first job activity will trigger the first parallel job, and the second job activity will trigger the second job, because first the output of the first job will be consumed by the second job. Okay. Yeah, sequencer is finished. Now you can go and check the output in dataset.
We can open the dataset.
We cannot open the
In-
dataset from desktop. You have to go to job and see it. You can directly open the job from sequencer. In that way only you will understand. Close it, close it, close. Yeah. Right click, right click. No, right click, right click. No. Yeah, right click. Open job. Yeah. Now view the data. See. Now Sunita is also came. Sunita also came. Gauri also came. You added them both, right?
Lakshmi and Sunita.
Lakshmi and Sunita, no? Okay. So
28
overall,
and
yeah, here overall, I want you to understand couple of things what we have done so far. Okay. The first thing, how we are going to use the sequencer in what scenarios. Okay. This is the scenario where we are going to use the sequencer job. And we also learned about dataset. When we are going to use dataset as a intermediary stage, we are going to use the dataset. Okay. And another thing, dataset is a internal object of datastage, and you are not able to view the data outside the designer. There is a command called arcadmin. Using that command, you are able to see the data. Okay. That's all. You guys are clear, right? How the scenario, and also we achieved a scenario. Anybody have any doubts on the scenario or anything?
no.
Okay. And add one sheet, Udayini, in that Excel file.
Okay.
Name it as dataset.
Data.
Set.
Okay.
Okay. Now write few words about dataset. Okay. This is the latest version only, right, Udayini? This Excel.
Yeah.
Okay. 9.14. Yeah, this is the latest one. So, whenever when we need to discuss about data set, first thing we need to tell, we will use the data set as a intermediary between the two jobs. Write down, please write. We will use the data set as a intermediary stage between two parallel jobs. That's what we have done, right?
Yeah.
And the data set will store the data in binary format. Data set concept is really important. They are going to ask you even in interview. Put it as second one. And after put it in the second format, second point. One second, I am searching something in Google about dataset. There are 4 files that is going to generate in the backend. Okay, when you create a dataset, there are 4 files that will be generating. Okay, I am searching the file names. Okay, one is descriptor file. Another one is data file. Okay, in front of descriptor file, you can write the descriptor file. The descriptor file will contains dataset header information, creation of time and date.
Creation of date and time.
Creation of date and time. So if you create a data set today, so in the back end, data set is going to generate few files. One of them is data descriptor file. This descriptor file contains header information and creation of date and time. And also
Time and date of creation, right? The sentence should be.
Otherwise, you can write it in your notepad and copy paste. That is better.
Yes, fine.
Here.
These two.
Date and time of creation of dataset. So okay. Now contains dataset header function, date and time, creation of dataset. and schema of the dataset, comma schema of the dataset.
And
schema or column length both, but you can write. And a copy of configuration file. And a copy of configuration file. Okay. And now about the another file is a data file. Okay, data file. Data file contains the actual data of the data set.
the remaining two files.
Data file contains actual data. Yeah, these two are main files. I'm searching. Okay, and another thing, we cannot we can view the data using arcadmin command. We can view the data in dataset using arcadmin command. ORCH.
ORC.
ADMIN.
Or admin. Okay.
Yeah, command space command. We can view slash, you can delete also. You can mention like view slash delete. We can, yeah, there. Delete. Yeah, this is all about dataset, and this is really, really important. Okay. They will ask you what is the difference between sequential file and dataset. Now we need to discuss all these things about dataset. Sequential file we will discuss again. Okay. Go to topics again.
What is org-admin command? Can I
It's
see?
a Linux command that we are going to use that Linux command to view the data in dataset.
Oh, okay.
If it is a sequential file, if we generate any file, you can go to desktop and open that file, right?
Yes, that is what we have done now.
Yeah, but for dataset, you cannot directly go open the dataset. Okay, write down the dataset to the and make it as green. And yeah, because this is very good topic.
Udini,
Huh?
in the output part, can you open the data set now you have created, right?
Sure.
So that we can see like what is there in the data set.
See, the
We can't open it here.
Yeah.
You cannot open. Okay.
So that means it is not accessible to the external systems. Correct?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they,
it's an internal object.
yeah.
And
Okay, for this we use Linux command to see the data then.
yeah, exactly. But
Okay.
now I got, where is the actual data file that I just want to see where is the actual data file is storing. Because somebody can ask it in an interview, but it is not really important to know. But someone can ask you in an interview. I think it is in the path where mentioned in config file or something. Okay, that's all. That's all what we. That is enough what we understood so far about datasets. Nothing much on that. Overall, we will use this stage as intermediary stage.
But in when I was doing, I have seen like there is a separate path for that data set in the
Yeah.
Unix. There it will be in the binary format. Like we can't understand what is only in the job we used to see the data by using the view data.
Yeah.
Correct, because it is platform dependent. Only it is related to the data stage, right?
Okay. And then what we need to discuss in the next topic. Can you open the Excel what we need to cover? Do you guys want to practice some scenarios or what else is SQL queries, parents?
You told RCP, right?
Yeah, click on right, add one RCP, add RCP, and RCP multi-instance, add one more thing, multi-instance. Yeah, actually, I need to look at it once. I need to recollect some subject here, but we need to understand the topic for sure. It's really important. Framework. You can also write framework. Yeah, these are few things. Even I have to look at it once. I forgot it how to prepare. I will look at it and I will come back, but we need to prepare it. Okay.
You have now covered sequencers, right?
Sequencers half only covered. There are a couple of options that I want you to explain.
Okay.
SQL queries in the architecture. Okay, let's discuss.
You can put this in green, right? Implementing SCD
No,
type.
that is not done.
Okay.
Lakshmi, did you complete it? No, right?
I
No,
completed
Sudhir,
it.
she completed it.
Oh, okay. If you go to the topic now, it will take 1 hour to understand.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that now.
Is the SCD2 only bothered about date and time?
History.
Or there are other scenarios also?
It will bother about history of the data.
Okay, that means it bothers about time only. Date and time.
See, history means, yeah, date and time, everything will be there. All
And also old location, the previous data.
Okay, I mean everything is dependent on time and date only, no?
yeah.
Everything
Mostly.
comes under time and date only, no?
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
But tomorrow we will see what you have done. Okay. Now
Okay.
I want to explain a little bit about the architecture of Datastage. This is also important. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You can write down architecture. A capital. How architecture will work? Okay. For any tool, there is some architecture. Okay. Architect will design that architecture. But for Datastage, in brief data, there are couple of components. Okay, Datastage will run based on the components. Okay. Then in open notepad,
Okay.
or 1 second, let me clear my screen. Okay. I think we can draw it here it as well, I believe. 1 second.
I think I have few notes regarding that.
Regarding architecture.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Okay, let's forget about it. First understand it in a simple way. Okay. Whiteboard.
I think I missed it somewhere. Okay.
Okay. Let me share my screen.
Okay. I'll stop.
Okay.
Then what about the Excel? Should I send it to you?
No. Keep it like that. You can write. I will show you.
Okay.
So first we need to understand the architecture. Okay. So I'm little poor in this paint and all MS Office. Okay. Data actually, whenever we are learn to start a technology, everybody will start with the architecture. Okay. But since I'm not, I haven't covered it. Let's cover it now. Datastage will consist of engine. Okay. Engine means the heart of, this is the heart for data stage. Okay. Where we can increase the font size. Anybody know how we can increase the font size of this?
There is 11
Yeah,
notes
select
here.
that and yeah. You have to select the one.
Engine. Okay. Data stage will work. This is the main thing. Okay. Engine. Okay. And after that, it will also have something called VAS. And this will also have repository. Okay. So these are the three components the data stage will use. Okay. When to perform its operations. Okay. So when someone asks you, can you explain me the architecture of data stage? You have to tell them data stage will contain three components. One is engine and VAS and repository. Okay. So what is repository? Repository, suppose whenever you create a job, okay, that job will be stored in this repository. Okay. Whatever the meta data stage code will be stored in repository. There are two subcomponents. Okay. XMeta and DSODB. In XMeta, there are two databases, XMeta, DSODB. Okay. So in XMeta, all the now in designer you are seeing like transformer, aggregator, sequential file, dataset, and what are the stage names. Everything will be stored in XMeta. And in DSODB, whatever the jobs, the code. Okay, once you develop a data stage job in the back end, the some code will be generated. That particular code will be stored in DSODB. Okay, there are two databases. So without repository, you can't do anything. Okay, this repository is nothing but a database. Usually, it is a DB2 database, or you can deploy any database, not only DB2. Okay. DB2. This can be anything. DB2 slash Oracle or anything. Usually, many people will use DB2 because DB2 is a product of IBM. Even Datastage is also a product of IBM. It will come under IBM suite. Okay, IAS suite. So most of the people will use DB2 or Oracle as their repository database. Okay, and then VAS. So VAS works between Datastage engine and repository. Whenever you run a job, okay, in simple words, you can say like it. Suppose there is a machine, okay, there is a machine. What we can call it? Which machine? Paddy. You know paddy, right? Paddy machines are there. Big harvesters are there, right? So engine is like a harvester. Okay. Datastage code is like a feed paddy. Okay. And in VAS, what VAS will do? VAS will take this code and give it to engine, and engine will run that code. That means the paddy is the code, and this paddy will go to engine via VAS, and it will run the code. Okay. This engine will run. This engine will be always calm. It will stay calm. Whatever. And what this VAS will do, this VAS will take all the code, whatever the code, it will deploy the code to engine in more detail. It will application deployment. We will call it as application deployment. Okay. VAS will works between engine and repository. Suppose if the VAS is down, all services should be up. If you want to log into Datastage, repository services should be up, VAS services should be up, engine services also should be up. Only whenever these three services are up, then only you are able to log into Datastage and you are able to perform any activity. Okay. That is briefly about the architecture of Datastage. In simple Datastage even for big clusters, for bigger environments, when there is a huge dependency on Datastage, there are two service tiers also. There are VAS 1, VAS 2. Okay, engine tier 1, engine tier 2. If engine tier 1 is down, engine tier 2 will take the load. Okay, for high availability, suppose there are hundreds of jobs running at a time at the same time, only one VAS cannot handle the whole load. That is the reason where we can also deploy VAS 1, VAS 2. We will call it as service tier 1, service tier. Okay, service tier 1, service tier 2. Okay. So if there are two VAS servers, they can handle the load more better. Even repository also, we can install the repository on two servers. Okay. Even for engine also. So if you install Datastage, even if you can install all these three components on a single server. In that case, the architecture will be called as single tier architecture. If you If you install all these three components on three different servers, that will be called as three-tier architecture. If you install all these components on on two servers, that will be called as two-tier architecture. Okay, that's all about the architecture of Datastage. Any doubts, please ask me then.
Sudhir, what is the difference between partition and this was partition also
Partition is, see, partition means once you run the job, data stage job will trigger the engine. If you choose a particular partition technique, the engine will split the data based on the partition technique that you have chosen. That's
yes,
different
I
concept.
mean the purpose is same, no?
See, this is how the internally data stages work. The architecture, it is built like it, okay? That is the how it is going to split the data. This is how the data stage is mounted, okay? Once it is mounted, it will process the data. How it will process the data is based on the partition.
Okay.
This is the build, okay?
Okay.
This is how it was built. Once it is built, it will start processing the data. Okay?
Sudhir,
Yeah.
can you please show any image from the Google which shows the architecture of it and can explain? It will be a little more clear.
Actually, in Google, it is a little bit mess, actually.
Okay.
I don't want to show my emails on all. Oh my God. Okay. You can, this is what you need to understand, okay? If you want to Google it, you can go on Google it. There is a little bit mess actually. This is how it works, okay? Believe me, I'm not telling you anything wrong. This is exactly how it works. And yeah, anything else about the architecture?
So there will be two service tiers, 1 and 2, that's all.
Yeah, there cannot be, based on the requirement. If you have huge volume of data,
I mean, when it is inbuilt, how can I mean, it is already inbuilt, right?
yeah,
So how can it be
we are
dependent on
installing
data?
we are installing it, okay? See, suppose per day there are only 100 jobs will run on your data stage, then it's a simple architecture. You can install everything on one server, engine, VAS, repository, okay? Suppose if it is not, if you have thousands of jobs that needs to be run, means it's a big architecture, okay? Engine tier, you have to maintain two engine tiers, two VAS, two repositories, like that.
Okay.
Based on the usage, first, that's what architect will do. First architect will go to business, and what is the use case. So how many jobs you are going to use, what is the dependency, how much dependency does the business have on data stage, okay? If it is critical and it is a huge, then the architect will design the architecture of the environment, that okay, this is a very big, there is a lot of dependencies there. So I need to define the best architecture. I will go with two engine tiers, two VAS, two service tiers, and two repository tiers. So if there are any, if suppose if there is a less amount of data, there is no much dependency. In that case, we are going to install everything on a single server, engine, VAS, and repository on the same server. Whenever there is a huge dependency, we are going to install them on multiple servers.
Okay.
Hey, Vijay is joined actually. He wants to learn about development. He is admin actually. He is senior than me. Vijay, you want to add anything? Please add. I don't know. You are there?
Yeah. I mean, to implement to implement like load balancing and all that stuff. Engine tire just takes the request and it will
Yeah.
pass to compute nodes where calculations will be done. Okay, so like that WebSphere, right? WebSphere. This is like service tire. It's like all the web architecture is WebSphere. Okay, so wherever you have client tools, right? So this is all that's a WebSphere. So it's like what do you call
WebSphere application server.
yeah. So it's like IBM product, another IBM product. So we have our own consoles, right? Where we have maintained the settings and all that stuff. So I mean that's so too much into it, but this is simple architecture.
Yeah, this is for the architecture point of view. If you want to add anything, you can add it. And that LSF and all I already covered, Vijay, in a different session. You guys remember that LSF?
Sudhir, I have one doubt. So, how many of our servers all these three are installed? Only those three will be used for the job also, right? For LSF and all those.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can install all of them in a single server or in a multiple servers. Architect will decide that.
So, depending upon that, only the LSF, all those will allocate, right? Depending upon the servers here.
If everything is on a single server, there is no need of LSF.
LSF, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if it is two, then it will work accordingly.
If there are multiple servers only, we need LSF.
Okay, not for two also.
No, not for two means, see, we can add compute nodes also. There is a concept of compute nodes. Okay. Compute nodes will help engine to share the load.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maximum 2 to 3, the compute nodes itself will
You
handle.
can add 10, 15 compute nodes also.
Okay, only after more than that will be complex for we have to go for LSF.
Yeah.
Okay.
This architecture is really important. Okay. It will give you a lot of base knowledge. The base.
What could be the interview questions regarding this?
They will simply ask you what is the architecture of your environment. What is the architecture of Datastage? You have to explain like we have three components: engine tire, VAS, and repository. Okay. Repository will have this Datastage code information, and VAS will have that. VAS will act like a deployment manager, application deployment. We will use VAS for application deployment, and engine will process whatever the Datastage code is there in repository. It will, like that we need to tell. Overall, you need to understand how it works. Okay. Yeah. So then now you can take over the screen, and I think I will share the screenshot in copy it. You can copy it, right? Okay. Take over the screen Udayini, and you can write few words.
Sure.
Yeah, Datastage will consist of total 3 components.
Sudhir?
Yeah, Vijay.
So I'll be disconnecting. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, Vijay. Thanks, Vijay.
Bye.
Vijay is my colleague actually. He wants to learn a little bit of development. That is why he joined. He is a Datastage admin. He don't know development. Repository, yeah. Yeah. So repository will consist of Datastage code. Repository will consist of XMeta and DSODB.
Okay. And
VAS and XMeta.
XMeta and
DSODB.
DSOD of caps. Okay.
Where it stores where datastage code will be stored. Where datastage code will be stored.
Okay.
So what is that XMeta and DSODB?
XMeta, that's what I told you, right? XMeta means XMeta is also a database, is a part of database where if you go to designer, the transformer, join, lookup, all the stages will be there, right? Okay.
Yeah, that I got it. But you told something
the
there
name,
are two types.
wait. The name of the stage must be stored somewhere, right?
Oh, yeah.
That will be stored in XMeta.
Okay.
Once you design the job, the code will be stored somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is the place, that is the DSODB. The code will be stored in DSODB.
Okay. Actually, I asked like, what are these two actually? Two types of repository, or what is this?
In repository only, there are two databases are there. Okay.
Oh, these are databases. Okay.
In XMeta and DSODB.
Okay.
Yeah, in VAS will be used for application deployment. We can also call WebSphere application server. WebSphere application server. WebSphere application server.
Okay. Explanation for this.
And VAS will work between engine and repository.
Okay.
Yeah, engine and repository. This we use it. This it will deploy the application. It will deploy the application. Yeah, application code or yeah. Okay. Engine, you don't need to explain anything. Engine itself it's a Datastage engine. That's all. I don't have any words what engine will do. It will work between engine and repository information. Yeah, that's all. And also you can add one more point. If all these three components installed on a single server, it will be called as one tier. If it is split into two servers, it will be called as two tier. If it is installed on three tier, it will be called as three tier or multi tier. Sure.
One tier, any
All
continuation?
if all the three components, mention three, if all the three components, yeah.
Okay.
On there, if it is two, it is called as two tier. If all three on different servers, three different servers. Okay, yeah.
That's it.
And slash multi-tier. Multi-tier means if they install separately, we will call it as three-tier or multi-tier. Yeah, that's fine. But this is all about architecture of Datastage. Okay. And yeah, you can give green for architecture. Okay. SQL queries, mixed command scenarios. From tomorrow onwards, Udayini or whoever have time or interest, grab one or two scenarios. Okay, we will implement a few scenarios. Okay, then we will cover the other topics. Scenarios are really important. If you implement the scenarios only, you can learn a lot of things. Okay, I want at least 2 or 3 scenarios tomorrow, so that we can implement and we will look into other topics. We will cover SQL queries. Yeah, anything you want to discuss, anybody?
Sudhir, tomorrow I may not attend the class if it is at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Oh, you are not able to attend now.
Sudhir, me too.
Oh, what happened to all of you?
Tomorrow is Nimajjanam.
Oh, tomorrow only. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, we will see tomorrow. If majority of the people are not coming, we can skip. We can do it the day after tomorrow also.
So tomorrow I will not be able to attend.
Okay.
But if you are taking the class, please record it in English. I'll just listen to that after.
Yeah, sure, Nancy, we'll do that. Okay, let's skip tomorrow. Many people are not attending. When you have some time, prepare practice the SQL queries. Okay, we have it on your machines in SQL. I will ping you on what concept you need to practice. You can work. Okay.
Yeah, that would be much helpful.
Okay. Anything you want to discuss? Anybody?
Can you share some scenarios so that we can practice?